thank you so much. Thank you for being at the Z House. For the ones who don't know me, I'm Joe Lopez. I'm the architect commissioned for this house, and I'm the owner of Habanero Architecture. Started our little practice in 2020, so great time to start a firm. It turned out to be pretty good, you know. But yeah, so if I don't see any AIA volunteers around here, but if you do see one of those guys with the red shirts, please make sure to say thank you, because this tour cannot be possible without the aid and assistance of those guys, and they do every year a fantastic job, so please. And I want also to invite you all to give me a round of applause for Tim and Danny who are around here. They're the owners of the house. So again, thank you. I do want to start the exercise really of 2015, 8 years. Tim and Danny, this was not our first project together. We designed their remodeled house. Right now in Greenwood Circle in Gary. Correct. Yeah, and we made it one of those projects where you see the before and after, you're like, wow, like that's such a difference, right? But that house had several constraints, you know, because it was a remodel. You're dealing with a box basically that you're gonna transfigure, and you're gonna do certain things to adapt it and make the best of what the structure is. And they loved it. It worked for a while, but then we got presented with another project opportunity to create a house specifically tailor-made for their needs, the modern arrangement. And that second project didn't pan out because they found this lot who was in proximity with downtown Cary, and they love downtown Cary. If anybody knows them, the love for Cary and how it's growing, they're betting all their energy, they're community leaders. So they knew that this was the lot. So I remember this, you know, I started Habanero. They called me over, hey, let's go see the site and we'll get some pizza. I was like, yeah, cool. I drive in and I see this triangle wedge that's like bamboo jungle here in the back. And I'm looking at this thing, and we want this, and that. I knew already what they wanted. That was the advantage. I knew their aspirations because we have worked, we have became friends. Tim and I would go to King's Game, we have gone to our children's birthday parties and things like that. So I knew what the program was supposed to look like, their aspirations were supposed to look like. But the site, I mean, and how to achieve something that accommodates, we have a saying in Mexican, and I think some people have heard the recurring joke, but you know, together but not scrambled. So that's what I need to do here. How can I accommodate privacy, lives that are integrated, but at the same time they can come and create this openness, this sort of privacy meets community. Creating this courtyard. I can do the same by creating a T and creating 2 courtyards. The problem is that thesis did not allow me to have this side of the program on that side because the setback was attacking. So a T was not possible. I was like, okay, let's flip that. So I have an L here and I have another L here. So if you imagine the Z coming around, you know, perpendicular to each other. And I was like, well, I'm cooking something, we're getting somewhere, but I'm gonna have residual space here, otherwise what is gonna happen? So let's just flare out this side of the tail and just continue that setback. And that was what the Z was all about. So I introduced this at the first meeting. They saw the first 3 concepts and they just like, that one, the Z one, what's that all about? So we talked about the Z solution. It's like, that one, that's what we want. And I'm like, yay, you know, I remember that the very folkloric people, they talked with champagne and we were all excited. I was excited for a second, and then it's like, I haven't grown zoning. Any of the other things that I should be seeing. So this was, I remember, 45 minutes and I kind of like spit out something and they were like, yeah, that one. And to my surprise, I came on later that night, run my due diligence and did the things that I should have done before proposing that, and it worked out for the best. That was the vision. The program is super simple. it's a mirror reflect, but you know, in a unsymmetric way. That's what the Z house does it.